Greetings everyone, welcome back to my sketchbook. The last video we got to look at some funny things. So like I showed you these Hot Wheels cars, which I think are kind of neat. And then around the place we got to look at and found stuff like this, which is I guess a flamingo with glasses that doesn't really work. And this, which is kind of cool, it's kind of like a maybe bumblebee styled rubber duck. This, which is a cat styled rubber duck. And this, which is a nurse styled rubber duck. Anyway, so those are interesting. What we're going to do is, well, I don't know if I really need to use those as references. I mean, we have 3 of them here. Where am I going to put that? Oh, let's put that one there. So we're just going to do a couple of little quick doodles of sorts. I'm going to open up my inkwell here. And I'm going to set up a couple little spots here. And I'm going to draw inside them. So these are just going to be like comic strip panels. So that's one, and the other one we'll put there. So I hope everyone's having a good day. Hope you're having adventures, which is super fun to do. So that's those. Now, let's zoom in on those just a little bit. Well, let's go the other way. Yeah, that's how zoom works. So, I'm going to focus a little bit more on this one. We'll see if it'll focus on my pen. We'll lock it down. All right. Now, what is the idea? So up above here, we have like a front profile of this rubber duck, but we're going to use that a little bit and see if we can just make like a little funny face. Just like that. And we'll have the mouth opening a little bit off to one side. This is going to be more of a stylized thing than anything else, possibly. Just like that. We'll give the nice little puffy cheeks. And this one will have sort of like a feathered tuft of hair, or kind of like a mohawk, I guess. Now, let's see. It's going to look a little like this. That's going to be like a thumb. Just like that. going to set that pen down for a moment. I'm going to use my bunny pen here. And we're going to color that in just a little bit. Not too serious. Let's go with a kind of like a light blue eye. I think that'll look okay with the rest of the yellow. But next, let's go with pink, just to show that little tongue in there. And yellow. We'll just kind of scribble it in. This is just sort of like a rough idea thing. Not a 15-hour-long commissioned drawing piece. We're just making a kind of a quick little fun idea come to life. There you go. Set that aside. That's the main idea for that one. And then this one, I'll dip the pen in the inkwell. I'm not sure how this one's going to go. I kind of have an idea. I didn't sketch it out first. We're going to use a little bit of kind of like this and maybe a little bit of that. But we're going to have sort of like a head tilt. So this is going to be the upper beak. Like that. And so the idea in my head is that I'm going to have the duck winking, but do I want to have it winking on this side or winking over here? Well, let's see what it looks like on this side. We'll have the mouth open just a little bit here. Kind of like that. And then I'll have this little wing here. And I kind of like the look of this tail a little bit. I don't know. I won't use it perfectly. So just like that. And this one here, let's go with kind of like a rock and roll looking thing. Like that. I'm not really sure about this eye up here. And maybe if we put like a little accent on that, and then we can actually write in the word wink. Okay. I'll start with that blue, fill in this eye. Next, let's go with this orange. We'll quickly fill in the bill. So that's fun. A little there. Ooh. The bunny pen is being fun with that. Not a big deal. And we will do a quick yellow. Sometimes you go to like a park in a city and there are ducks there. Now, I don't mean to sound mean, but ducks are sometimes opportunists. So if they know they can get something delicious like bread without having to work too hard for it, they will stick around for as long as possible. So some ducks like to go away for winter. I know that's a terrible word to mention in summertime. But they will stick around for as long as people are willing to feed them. And not like they'll miss their opportunity to go south. Okay, so that's the rough idea with that. Now, let's see if we can do something with this for comedy's sake. Although it won't be hilarious, it'll just be an idea. We'll say this. Down here, I'll have another line. Dot, dot, dot. Then over here, to continue the theme of the dot, dot, dot that happened over there in that line, we'll say dot, dot, dot. I'll dip the pen. not much chatting going on while I'm doing this because I'm trying to focus to make sure when I write words, it's hard to say words sometimes since I don't follow a script. Over here. Now I can kind of clean this up a little bit image-wise, but here is kind of the gist of it. It goes like this. It says, "I'm rubber and you're glue. Any insults you say to me, I can't hear because I'm listening to Everest, the new Halestorm album, and you should too." So this, let me back this out a little bit. To there maybe? To there maybe? Yeah, to there. So I just picked up this album yesterday. It came out, and I mean, beyond me saying that there's mature themes and, you know, check with your parents and or guardians or whatnot. Something interesting, that this is going to sound kind of strange, but for the longest time, when it comes to albums and whatnot, I've noticed that some musicians will put sort of a, I don't know if you want to call it like a sweeter track on their albums for the seventh song. And in the background here, you might see this, which is a secret jewel box from Steve Vai. And Steve Vai kind of went out of his way to create sort of like a collectible of sorts that you had to stay with him for 20 or 25 years for him to just sort of add more music to it. And one of those albums actually was called like the seventh songs. So it seemed like he had noticed that pattern as well with a lot of his stuff, that he picked out the seventh song. Now, why do I bring that up for this Halestorm album? Probably one of my favorite tracks on here is this Gather the Lambs tune, although Darkness Always Wins is a pretty good tune as well. Whole album's pretty good. I mean, I guess congratulations to Lzzy and Arejay and Joe and Josh for this album. They're probably one of the best touring bands out there right now. So if you get a chance. And oh yeah, there's a little message kind of tucked in here, although I don't know if you can see it. Oh, maybe not. It says, I climb Everest, knowing it's life or death. And the artwork on this is pretty cool. I believe this is by Welder Wings. Has this like staircase and this spooky face up here while somebody is down below looking kind of sad. But it is, yeah, pretty cool album. And there are some ducks. So, as I said, I may take a moment or two, clean that up a little bit, but I think you get the main idea of it. So, thanks for hanging out for a minute or so. If you get a chance, yeah, check with your people, see if you can get this album. Anyway, ciao for now.